Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. Today is the 24th of June, 2024. And it's been a while since I made a video or put anything new out because I already kind of told you the answer to that. There isn't much else to say. It's all happening, it's all happening, it's all happening. You know what I'm saying? But recently it has sped up exponentially. So I'm in a really, really crappy hotel room. $130 a night in Colorado, and I'm still using my own personal internet because they don't have internet here, which blows me away. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It's cool, but then it sucks at the same time for me. But a whole bunch of things have come out, and I have to talk about it because it is what it is. I can't simply just walk away from this. I can't. And you know, it's something's funny. I guess after COVID came and went, kind of, I think it might have kind of broke me a little bit where I just didn't care anymore because I spent years and years and years telling you what was coming, what their plans were, how they planned on doing it, this, that, and the other thing. And then when the time came, all there was talk. There was nothing. And it basically broke me. You remember back then, I was big and jacked. I lost all my motivation for working out, etc. I couldn't hike anymore because my knees failed, and I had to start taking prednisone just to have the luxury of walking. You know what I'm saying? And prednisone has bad side effects where it causes you to gain weight, and that sucks. When you've got bad knees, gaining weight doesn't help the situation. But look at this real quick, because these are things that are happening right now. I've noticed that the weather has been absolutely insane all over the West Coast.
Here's the thing, that was video of South Dakota, but this is coming in new just from this morning. Look at this incredible video. This is near Mankato, Minnesota. It's called the Rapidan Dam. And as you can see there, like to the untrained eye, it kind of looks like the dam has completely failed. But I think what's really happened here is the rushing water has kind of eroded some of the earth that is surrounding the dam. So a lot of the water is making it around now. That being said, I am seeing this word floating around a lot, imminent failure.
So when I look at this imminent failure of this dam, if this thing breaks, which it's going to take out an entire town or worse. And the dam is there for a reason. It's either making drinking water or it's making electric power or something to that effect. But this is simply them hitting a bridge with a barge all over again, except they're using weather as a weapon, which is why I couldn't understand why people weren't absolutely marching on the White House with pitchforks and torches about climate change and geoengineering just showing up in the news like no big deal. The biggest conspiracy in the world currently, because there's so many of them, they're always revolving. The biggest conspiracy in the world right now is literally climate change. You know what I'm saying? But what blows me away is how people just do not care. They just keep telling you what's going on over and over and over again. They don't seem to care. They think it's hilarious. To the point where they're literally making shows like this one on Netflix where they're literally showing how they flooded the country with 𝗲𝗲 knowing that it was going to hook and kill so many people. 𝗲𝗲 and then the wave of heroin that came behind it absolutely took America down I don't know how many notches because television made going to rehab fashionable. I was embarrassed the first time I went to rehab, you know what I'm saying? So much so that I started going to jail instead. I got hooked on oxys because I went to the dentist with a bad wisdom tooth. A bad wisdom tooth. He gave me 90 Percocets and 10 Valiums. And then later down the road, after this guy got me on a beautiful road to drug addiction, he got indicted for selling scripts. Somebody finally caught the guy, you know what I'm saying? But these guys don't care. They're putting everything right out there. Everything is right out there for people to see. They don't have to watch Richie from Boston or Call for an Uprising or KJ anymore. They don't need to watch that because it's all in the news. It's all in television shows, and people don't seem to get it because nothing outside changes. The reason I started my YouTube channel was chemtrails and global and climate manipulation, okay? Because it's the biggest thing in the world. It's the best weapon they can possibly use because there's deniability. But they don't have to deny it anymore because nobody's accusing them. You see what I'm saying? Is it freaking you out that the entire room just keeps changing colors? Yeah, this is a serious old school motel room. The guy's got the Second and Fourth Amendment tacked right onto the front desk. He's a big old bald-headed guy wearing, he's probably listening to me right now, dungaree overalls. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But at any rate, so check this out. This just happened to me the other day. I just made a video for a friend of mine who's a veteran, and he does an insane thing out in Moab that nobody else does. And in the middle of this video, I told everybody that the next video is going to be a giveaway. I just finished editing that video. I am going to be giving away a $500 fixed blade Bone Valley knife, and I'm also going to be giving away a Bone Valley buck saw. These are both things that I carry. In order to win them, you're going to have to go over to the video and simply like, share, and comment. Pretty complicated, yeah? But you got the video is not going to be out till what's today? Monday? Tuesday, Wednesday. Is today Monday? The video will be out Wednesday because I just put a new video out today. I like to give them a couple of days in between. But if you want to win that thing, it's pretty badass. So this was a really good video that you should probably watch anyways because it would help me out. Because YouTube figured out it was me. I'm guessing from my voice, from the algorithm, but they shadow banned the hell out of me. The only point, the only direction, the only thing I have in life right now is waiting for the end. Waiting for my end, at least. You know what I'm saying? I thought my end would come in some blaze of glory when a bunch of people that have been following for years and years and all these other channels would stand up and say no, but they didn't. So they've opened the floodgates. Yes, you're watching my buddy. I'm actually piloting the drone, driving a massive military truck. This kid did 2 tours in Iraq, and he's a helicopter pilot, and he built that truck. That is the biggest vehicle to ever do Moab, hands down, no two ways about it. But on that, I will digress. Making that video was fun because I got to meet the people that were actually on the tour. I did all the camera work and all this other stuff. My biggest concern was stepping up onto this truck where the step was this high off the ground. I was so nervous and worried that I was going to fall off the truck because that was a real thing. I mean, the truck door was way up here. We were driving this thing on the road, and I could look down into the front seat of an 18-wheeler passing us. That's how big this truck was. So I do everything, finish up at 10:30 at night. I head over to my camp spot, and then this happened. This sucked. I cannot believe I did not get killed, not even exaggerating in any way whatsoever at all. This happened. So check this out. It's 10:30 at night. I'm usually not awake this late. And I just helped finishing filming for a buddy of mine's business out in Moab. I'm putting my tent up. I lost my footing. I fell off this. I smashed my elbow. Oh yeah. I fell off. I hit this, and then I hit my head on this. So I'm bleeding everywhere. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah. And then of course, the back of my head, which I can't see. So after worrying about falling off of his truck, which was a legitimate concern, I make it back to the campsite, a place next to a river. I was going to camp for the night. I pull up there. I jump in the bumper of my truck, and my tent opens like this. That's it. You put 2 spring poles in. It holds this little thing over in case it rains. I'm holding on to the springy thing, and I lost my balance. I fell backwards. The back of my leg hit the bike rack, I guess. I ripped up my elbow. I smashed my shoulder, and I ended everything up by hitting my head, the back of my head, on the 2 big metal gates that stick out. The entire back of my truck is awesome, but it's like a metal jungle gym. I was so, I'm like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm in a canyon next to a river, and I can't, like, if the back of my head's ripped open, I can't mend it. I don't, like, I mean, I was going to put, peroxide, something that burns onto paper towels and hold it to my head until I could figure out what to do. But fortunately, my head, I just got a huge, huge bump on the back. Everything else was bleeding. I can deal with that. And I woke up the next day and carried on. But that sucked. I mean, that really happened. That's my life that everyone's so envious of. And let me straighten one thing out real quick, because I don't even know where this came from. When I offered to build somebody a vehicle, I don't ever once remember saying, "Hey, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm going to give away a $150,000 truck." Do you recall that like 4 months ago, I did a GoFundMe for the first time ever because I wanted to give money that I promised to 2 families and 1 single person out of my own pocket. I was going to give it to them, but I couldn't because somebody broke into my truck and stole all my stuff. I was going to swear, but I didn't. Where do people come up with, "You're giving away a truck"? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're talking to the one YouTuber that hit 500 million views on a channel that was never monetized. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. I don't get it. And here's another thing. Here's a fun one. Somehow, if you go on Facebook or people just decide to call you, check this out. This really happened. I couldn't believe this.
$100 a month for a 2-bedroom. You probably already know all this. You go to a doctor, they take your money, you walk out with nothing. Nothing. Not even a sample of aspirin. They're taking over. I'm not going to live in communist China. I need to know, what the hell can I do to fight this?
So this person that I don't know, that doesn't identify themselves in any way whatsoever, decided to call me at 10 o'clock at night and then leave a 45-minute long message on my phone. 45-minute long message on my phone complaining about all sorts of crazy crap, living in communist China, and then just constantly swearing. Constantly swearing. You know how many videos, do you know how much I swear? I don't actually swear as much as I used to, but I mean, look at this stuff. Look at this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. This what goes on for 45 minutes. I couldn't believe this. Whoever this person is, I cannot believe somebody would have the nerve to call someone they don't know, that didn't give them their phone number, and not even identify who they are, and leave a 45-minute long message. But that happens. It happens. It happens quite often. And I really wish people wouldn't do that. At any rate, let's get back to the point, all right? I already started talking about weather manipulation, and I already started talking about how all sorts of things are coming back around again. Why is the room turning pink? What is going on here, man? Whatever. At any rate, let me check my notes, because I had to make notes for this video. Okay, somebody sent me a video link, which, are you shitting me? There's a square on my face. Stand by. Okay, I think I'm good. I mean, this is unbelievable. I think you can see the square when I'm recording, but whatever. So somebody sent me a video of police brutality, and I'm like, dude, it is what it is, you know? But I'll tell you what, once I started looking into it, there are probably 300 or 400 or 500 channels that get millions of views every day, and all they do is post police body cams. So the cops are actually videotaping this, of the police doing the craziest stuff that you've ever seen ever, like this.
Paying 𝗟𝗟𝗃 $1.35 million in this case after a sheriff's canine bit him back in April of 2020. Deputies went to that man's home after a 911 call from another man who said 𝗟𝗟𝗃 pulled a gun. Now, a warning, the following video we're going to show you here may be difficult to watch. 𝗟𝗟𝗃's daughter took this cell phone video. When deputies confronted him, he put his hands up in the air. So did his fiancée, who's also seen on the video. The two appear to have a verbal exchange with deputies, and then a deputy tased 𝗟𝗟𝗃. After he's on the ground, after the tasing, deputies release a canine that begins to bite his leg.
It's very violent. There he is.
Pat him down, please.
What's that?
Pat pat him down?
What I'm getting patted down for?
Do you have any weapons on you?
No.
Okay.
What I'm getting patted down for?
Because you're getting patted down.
Why?
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, I don't have no weapons
Okay.
on me. What's that like that? This is key. Don't got no weapons on me.
Hands on your pockets.
This is the confusing part. Okay, there's 3 deputies there. They pat the guy down. Clearly, he has no weapons. And if you look at the type of pants he's wearing, they're more of the fitted style that younger people wear today. You can see he has no weapons. You check this hoodie, there's no weapons. Then you handcuff him and put him in the back of a police car, and there's still no weapons. And we all know what happens after that. Let's finish up the video and let's find out what happened to Officer or Deputy Hernandez and his sergeant. We're also going to hear some words from the sheriff himself.
Okay, I'm going to interject real quick. This is real. All of this is real. This is all happening after the fact. You could sit down all day, every day, and watch video after video after video from 2023 and 2024. This isn't something that happened a long time ago. This is all happening constantly. Absolutely constantly. And these are the cops. Watch this, because this is real. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a television skit or something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? But it's completely real. I'm distracted because I have to make sure to turn my microphone off when I switch over. And this video is getting long already, but whatever. It's been a while. Watch this. This is real. These are cops. Watch what they do.
Where's our car keys?
Can I talk to her?
No. What? What? Where? Right there? Jesse, are you okay?
It seems as though you guys have seen this video on several channels covered by several media outlets. Let's just get right to what happened. Well, when I first covered this video, there were a lot of
Okay, this dude's taking way too long to say way too little. Long story short is, the cops put the guy, he's handcuffed, he's in the back, and he's a scary looking guy, but he's unarmed. 3 of them just patted him down, cuffed him up, he's in the back of the car, the doors are locked. One of the deputies walks by, and an acorn, you know, an acorn, things that squirrels eat? Yeah, an acorn falls out of a tree, hits the hood of the cop's car, and he does a triple roll, yelling, "Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired." And then he turns his gun on his own police car with the dude in the back and lights it up. And then his supervisor runs over and says, "Where? Who's shooting?" "Right there." And she starts shooting, unloading her gun. Now the cops are both shooting at the cruiser that's in the middle of them. So they're shooting at each other. And the cop that literally said shots were fired, acorn hit the hood of the car, nobody fired any shots at all, also claimed he got hit. He got hit by an imaginary gun. This is real. This is America right now.
Get in the house! Get in the house! Jesse! Get back! Get back! Where is he? Where is he?
In the car!
43, give me traffic. Shots fired. Shots fired. I got a deputy down.
No! Please, no! Please!
Off of McLaren. We're off of McLaren. Shots fired. I got a deputy down. Jesse, how are you?
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! You know. I'm hit! What?
So yeah, you just saw that correctly. This dude's doing all sorts of wacky maneuvers, running around, and then he just opens fire. And notice right over here, his commanding officer is standing right there. So not only is he endangering the prisoner's life, her life, but she's shooting back at him. So everybody's shooting at this cop, and guess what happens? You're going to be shocked. Nothing. Nothing. The cop was allowed to resign, which means he can go work for another police agency. But here's the deal. Here's the reason I just had you watching this much. Remember the show Cops and the show West Wing and all the other shows about the police and the government and the FBI? They wanted to make you think that these people knew exactly what was going on at all time. If you mess around, DNA, we'll find out. Well, guess what? My grandfather was a cop. My ex and almost wife, was a detective. None of that stuff's true. It's all decent. But here's the deal. They wanted people to think that the cops knew everything at all times. And here's the other thing. Remember that time that they knocked down those two towers someplace in New York, I think? And oh yeah, the other one too that just fell by itself. They sent our troops over. I told you this years ago. They sent them over there and had them kicking in people's doors for a decade. One after another, after another, after another, looking for weapons of mass destruction. They did that so these guys would be acclimated to doing it when they got home. If you look up the amount of money the police departments are paying out because they're just shooting people, grabbing elderly people and slamming them on the ground, holding a woman's face, she's handcuffed face down with her face in a pile of fire ants, and they're effing her up. When I did basic training in Fort Benning, Georgia, you ran into fire ants. They're no joke. Imagine being a girl with your face held in them and you're the wrong person. It's always the wrong person. They did a home invasion on somebody over a 911 call from 7 years ago. You know why they're allowing this to happen and they just keep paying out? Because the money comes from you anyways. They're hurting you and then going, oh, my bad, man. I didn't mean to punch you in the face and shoot you a couple of times or kill one of your family members. Here, let me go in your wallet and pay you. They're doing that because they're looking to get a rise. Straight up, no two ways about it. All right, I'm going to have to make a part 2 to this video because this video is already at 22 minutes and there's no way I can upload it in Colorado because I'm out of here tomorrow morning with my own personal website, internet dealy. So it is what it is, at any rate.